Ravenflower. Just wanted to do a quick little video here today about some, I guess, an epiphany that I had yesterday. Kind of an epiphany, I guess, myself. I don't know. I had the last 2 days off. As you could see, I went all around the island and videoed a couple of really beautiful spots that mean a lot to me. And when I find some of these little spots, I will like to share them with you. I got some thumbs down on some of them, and I guess maybe I'm boring. I don't know. 365 days is not an easy feat to take on, so I apologize if sometimes it might be boring. I am just sharing with you what I'm seeing that day or what I feel would be a highlight, and so I'm just sharing my daily process with you. I can't hitch a camera to me every minute of my day, obviously, and tonight is a late night for me, so I close the store tonight and then I open the store tomorrow, so I have to be there very early in the morning, and so sometimes these nights get a little, I don't know, like I don't know what to show you now that it's dark. You know, it's dark by the time I'm coming home. But I have I started out, and I think I had this conversation with Noah one time. We were talking, maybe Noah and Snow, but where people would, I try to identify with me as my real name, Yvonne. And I didn't see a big deal with it other than, you know, you pick your name, you know, for Facebook, you do what you need to do, you know, for your own, I don't know, not necessarily security. I feel very secure, but, you know, you want a little anonymity. Am I saying that right? You know, you want a little bit of, you know, your witchy name doesn't need to be your real name and all that other stuff. And there had come a time, because what am I coming into, 3 years of this? 3 years of YouTubing and Facebooking and the store and all this other stuff. And it comes to a point where back in San Antonio, I had felt like I needed, you know, once the move was happening, that there needed to be a little bit less Ravenflower, Raven, and a little more Yvonne. Like I needed to make that shift because when everybody was doing the live streams, it was like 4 and 5 a day, and everybody was hopping on everybody else's channels, and I really feel that that was a special time in our community that we may not ever get back. I hope it comes back at some point because it was just a blast of wonderful energy and everybody socializing in the way that they could, and it was just worldwide, and it was amazing. But I know I've spoken about this before, and I know I've spoken to Noah about it before. He's probably sick of me talking about it. But, you know, I feel like we sort of burned ourselves out. It's difficult. Those that don't have a YouTube, I mean, if I turn the tables on you and said, you know, in order to be in this contest, you have to do this, and it has to be this long, and your topic is this, and you got to do that, and you need to edit and all this other stuff. I'm telling you, about 75% of you are going to come back and like, I don't know how to do this. I don't have the software. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know what to do. I can't get in front of the camera. I don't like getting in front of the camera, you know, whatever. So you can imagine how much, if you just put that in your perspective, if you had to do this, or you chose to do this, because I don't have to do this. This is not my job, but I choose to do this. So if you turn the tables and you understand how much energy it takes to get courage, to get in front of the camera, to speak your truth, whatever that is, to share something that works with you, a product that you work with, or show a space that is, you know, important to you. It takes a lot of energy. And then after you do that, then you've got to edit it, then you got to upload it. Then, I mean, it takes a lot of time out of your day. I don't think people realize that. So after a while, it does get, you know, it wears on you. It does. It wears on you. So 365 days was a huge goal for me to do. I'm finding that it's going okay. In the last couple of weeks though, I've missed a day and I've had to do a double video that day. It's pretty easy to show you something beautiful on the island. I don't feel like that content is lacking, but I do feel that there's some other content that is lacking, and I'll tell you why. Some of it, I've had people asking me about my journey. You know, the chakra clearing work with the applied integration. They've asked for very specific details. I'm still in the processing stages of that, and I can tell you what it is I'm doing, and I'm excited about the process. However, it's deeply personal to me right now, so it's a form of shadow work. Not everybody puts their shadow work out there. They've got to process it. They got to digest it first before they can feel comfortable with even sharing. So right now, what's happening is I am going and dealing, I'll tell you this, I'm going and I'm dealing with past events in my life that were traumatic, and holding that space and acknowledging that space. And it is really rough at times. It's really rough. So I can't share the details with you on that, but I can tell you this. So back to the Raven versus Yvonne. So obviously I have this alter ego, or this, you know, persona here on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. And you know, it's been incredible. Let me just back this up a little bit because I think it's getting very blurry. And then you can see my little fat fairy up there. Look at that. This one right here, LaFay made me. And then I've got all kinds of stuff back there. Look, look. I do things. Awesome. All right. There's more art that is being framed that is going here, so that's why if you're looking at that, that's why that is. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to talk a little bit about the Yvonne versus Raven, Raven flower versus Yvonne, and what it is. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, she's just hiding who she, you know, really is by coming up with this name and whatnot. You need to have some sort of anonymity. You don't want to just put out all your stuff out there for everybody to know. You know, it's not really safe. It's not really a great idea. And, you know, security-wise, it's probably not a great idea. Most of you know that my real name is Yvonne. I don't really mind sharing that. I've changed a lot of how I do things in my life. All of my kids know, you know, that I have a YouTube channel. Most of the people at work now know that I have a YouTube channel. Some people are even subscribed to me. I think that's pretty awesome. Hey, how you doing? See you tomorrow. My good friends do know. There are some people in my family that don't know, and should they find out, I don't really care. I'm in a spot that I've never been before. It's totally new to me. I've uncovered some stuff where I used to just be a people pleaser. I would always overachiever, people please, gotta be perfect, hand in everything, running myself ragged just to make sure everybody else was taken care of. So that's a thing that happens. I don't know if it's a mom thing or if it's just a me thing. I don't know. But I like to be busy. It's not bad, but I think I have to manage it more efficiently. And this is definitely a season in my life where I need to come first. And I've set some boundaries here on YouTube with not answering comments where I'm 100% plugged in. And I think that has served me. Not being in the hustle and bustle of San Antonio or the big city anymore has been very beneficial to me. Very, very beneficial. This island in itself is a bubble. I mean, it just is a little safe bubble. And to the point where I'm not wearing, if you've noticed, I'm not wearing any protective amulets or anything like that. In San Antonio, I had to have them all the time. I had oils, I had all different kinds of stuff, rocks in my bra, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Now I've noticed that when I get to a particular spot on the island, when I have to travel outside of my little bubble, I will have to put it on. I do. But that being said, okay, I'm going back again. I keep digressing and I apologize, but there's just a lot to say about this. I've come to find out that it's not necessarily Yvonne that I need to get back to, that I am in my new life becoming Raven, just becoming Raven. My name tag at work says Raven. Most of the people that we introduce ourselves to, it's Raven and Bear. I thought that I had to totally separate it out again, and it's just very freeing not to. And I used to be a biker. We used to be in an organization called Guardians of the Children and Bikers Against Child Abuse, and I had a biker name there. And so now I have a witchy name, So I had a biker name, and I was called, whatever I was called. I'm not going to share it with you, for those organizations. And, that was just a season of time. And then now a new witchy name, right? So awesome. What I'm finding is that Yvonne, if I try to separate the two of them out, right? There's Raven and there's Yvonne. And it's not me wanting to be called straight up Raven or Ravenflower, is not me denying myself as Yvonne. It's that I am just being, it's difficult to explain, but let me try. The more comfortable I am with myself and my life, and as I have decompressed and sort of sizzled down, I've simmered, that I am more comfortable as Raven than I am Yvonne. Yvonne had a lot of, here comes the bear. Beer, yes. Yvonne suffered a lot of abuse in her past. Yvonne overcame a lot of obstacles. Yvonne is a mom. Yvonne was married to a horrible man. Yvonne was married to a wonderful man. Yvonne has been educated, and Yvonne has done lots of wonderful things in her life. But truth be known, that Yvonne still has a lot of healing to yet do, and a lot to still yet overcome. And when I'm moving forward in life, I am identifying more as Raven, because that is the most open, the most transparent, the best possible me being that there is. The two are one, but there are some distinctions. And I think that the more confident me, the more complete me moving forward is Raven. It just is. And so my friends, my coworkers, and my new life, people are now just being introduced to me as Raven, or I'm introducing myself as Raven. And Bear moving forward. Bear is not Bear's real name. His real name, it would kind of floor you. Some people know that, his real name. I'm not going to share it because that would be his to share if he wanted to. You guys probably might, maybe we shared it years ago, I'm not sure, but that's his to share. But I've noticed that some people, whether they be viewers or even friends, want to call me Yvonne because maybe they're feeling like they just need to be closer to me in some way, so that if they could drop my real name, my given name, that will make me feel a closer bond to them. It doesn't. It actually makes me feel uncomfortable. So if I haven't known you for the last 10 years, you don't really need to call me Yvonne. Generally, it doesn't matter to me, but it's starting to. So I think that's why we're having this talk. It's starting to bother me, I think, and I am 100% comfortable moving forward in my life as Raven. Ravenflower, Raven, Most people on the island know me as Raven. My kids know me as Mom. You know, Bear knows me as Honey or Babe or whatever he calls me. Um, so I don't know. I just thought that that was a bit of an epiphany, and I feel really good about it. I mean, I feel really good about it. And before, I thought like I had to deny one to, like it was all or nothing. And I, I guess I'm kind of saying that I would prefer Raven over Yvonne, but I guess I'm just picking Raven moving forward in my life. And to me, it's very liberating. So I hope that that makes sense, that there are some things that are totally shifting energetically for me. And it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So I'll leave you with that. That is tonight's little message. And tomorrow I get off early, so maybe I can take you around and show you some stuff. Not sure what I can show you, but we'll get there. There's lots of really cool Halloween-y type stuff happening around the town, but I'm not sure exactly in what capacity we're going to do stuff. I'm off, I believe, on actual Halloween, which is a Wednesday. I'm off. If my days off stay the same, which would be pretty awesome, if that happens, we're going to try to find our costumes. We have Renaissance stuff. I don't know where it is, but if that happens, then I'm going to be a full-blown witch downtown Langley, Washington all day on Halloween, just to make people smile, make myself smile. It'd be pretty awesome. Ugh. Just so that we're clear, today is Thursday the 18th. For the contest for the 365 vlog contest where people are entering, and boy are they entering. We have so far, I think we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think there's more in my mailbox. 7 entries. I think so. I think we're about 10 entries of people actually writing in, and I think it's so cute. I've gotten some really cute cards and things in here, and I love to see, something. It came in the mail, snail mail. It's pretty awesome to get a letter, So anyhow, the entries are due. They need to be postmarked by the 24th of October in order to be entered. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a giveaway for the 365 vlog, and go to day 70, and all the details and that kind of stuff will be there. So far, I have not gotten an international entry, but I think I have changed up a little bit of the giveaway, so some stuff is going to be added. Yay! There is also on the 24th my next live sale that's coming up, and I've got candles that I really need to get going and making. I have not been doing so, and maybe tomorrow night will be my night. I don't know, but I'm gonna get going on that. And there'll be 3 different kinds of candles. I'm expanding and doing beeswax, which is lovely, and I've done rolled candles, rolled tapers, rolled beeswax tapers, and then we will be doing tea lights and then some poured candles. And then the big skulls are back, and so we are working on those as well. There'll be 2 different, I don't know why my camera keeps doing this. I have this new phone, and maybe I just need to go back further, but it keeps going, sorry. So there'll be 2 different scents. There'll be the Love Spell, which is the purple and the roses, and it's kind of like vanilla rose spice. It's nice. And then another one is going to be blood orange spice, and that's yummy. So those are the 3 kinds of candles that I'll be offering, and lots of foraging that has been happening around the island. Lots of beach combing, driftwood, sand, ocean water, forest fallen tree insides, lots of shells, all kinds of stuff. There's going to be lots of good kinds of stuff. And then I have lots of beautiful palm stones for you as well. So there's that, and that is going to take place at 4 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific Coast time, on the 24th as well. So 24th is the end of the deadline, or is the deadline postmarked for the contest entry. And then the 24th at 4 p.m. we will start Facebook Live on Ravenflower Designs for the next live sale. So there's that. And then things will calm down a little bit. We're also rounding in, I believe, probably around, I'm considering waiting until after the holidays to do the witchy lip sync contest, because we are rounding on 4,000 viewers, or 4,000 subs, and that's pretty exciting. And every 1,000 that happens, we do the witchy lip sync contest. We already have 2 judges picked already. They've agreed. So I want to give people the time to do it, but last year it happened during the Yule holiday, and everybody was very busy, and so there wasn't as much activity as there had been in years past. So I am considering doing it in the month of January to try to give everybody some time. So that's the thing. So with that, I'm going to love and leave you. It's 21 minutes, and that's 15 minutes longer than I said I was going to be when I came in here. So I will love and leave you. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah. Have a great night. This is Raven signing out.